Hello all, I'm Sai and you're watching the Book Dragon. In today's video, I'm bringing to you my answers for the Would You Rather BookTube edition. So in this tag or challenge, there are like totally 10 questions, and as usual, I'll drop all the 10 questions in the description so you can also answer them. So without any further ado, let's get into the questions. Question number 1. Would you rather read only trilogies or standalones? And for this question, I'd say I'll read trilogies over standalones because I'm mostly a series kind of person. So I cannot stop with just reading a single book if I end up liking it. I'd like to have multiple books, at least one more, if not more than that, because when I read books, it's mainly for the characters and the atmosphere. So if I like the place in which the story takes place, I'd obviously love to spend a lot more of time in that place, as well as I'd like to spend a lot more time with the characters and to know them in a better way. It might seem so stupid, okay, they are all fictional, but that's what makes me read more books, and I prefer trilogies or series over standalones always. Question number 2. Would you rather read only female authors or male authors? And the answer for this one is female authors, and I'll say you the reason. Just hear me out. As far as I've seen while reading books, I've noticed that both female and male authors are so equal when it comes to developing complex plots and layered characters, but when it comes to writing or the writing style, I think the female authors do a better job of doing it, bringing it to the reader. This is mainly because when we come to descriptions, especially world building parts, I've seen that male authors are mostly straightforward when it comes to just describing stuff, but female authors, I think they put in a lot more of their soul into the work, and it just feels like I'm not just seeing the place while reading the description. I'm actually in the place and feeling things that are in the place. So I prefer to read female authors over male authors as of now. Question number 3. Would you rather shop at bookstores or Amazon? The answer for this one is very simple for me. It will always be Amazon, or as of now it has always been Amazon, mainly because the price. Okay, there's no other reason, because when it comes to bookstores, we have that experience of being in a bookstore, browsing through books, picking up the book and getting the book at the instant that we are paying. But when it comes to Amazon, it takes like a day or two minimum, and during times like these, it takes like weeks to just get the books. But I can say that I'd always prefer Amazon because of the price, because I'm not rich and I'd always prefer to save more money in order to buy more books. And I've seen that in the past 2 to 3 years, I've been able to buy these many books mainly due to Amazon alone, because of the price drops, and it always feels good to save money while buying stuff. And I'd always prefer Amazon or any other online site when it comes to buying books, because they are cheaper. That's the only main reason. Question number 4. All books become movies or TV shows? The answer for this one is also very, very simple for me, and it is TV shows and not movies, because mainly TV shows because of the amount of time that we get. When it comes to movies, it's a maximum of 2 to 3 hours. 3 hours is so long nowadays, and we can say that 2 to 2.5 hours is the normal length of movies. But most of the books which I read are fantasy, and I'd like to watch them as adaptations on screen, but we don't get the amount of time that is required in order to put them into films, and not every scene from the book actually comes into a movie. And sometimes what happens is, when the book is huge and they try to bring the exact story from the book into the screen, what happens is they just rush it up and it doesn't just feel good. That happened in City of Bones. If you watched the movie, you know, because the book is so good, the movie is also good, but it just feels a bit too rushed up because of the fact that it's a big book. It's 500 pages long, but the movie is just 2.5 hours long. It's not possible to present every detail from the book into the film in the proper way. But when it comes to TV shows, I'm sure that we can all legitimately agree that TV shows are better when it comes to adaptations, because Harry Potter movies were great, okay, but I'm one of those people who wants to watch a Harry Potter TV show before I die, okay. I'm sure that many people who have read the series also feel the same. I also sincerely hope that by the time I'm 30, there's a Harry Potter show that is streaming somewhere and I'm able to watch it. If you are one of those people, please do comment and let me know, because I know that I'm not the only one, okay. Question number 5. Would you rather read 5 pages per day or 5 books per week? The answer for this one is also very simple. I'd rather read 5 books per week, because 5 pages per day, it's like rubbish for me, okay. I should read at least 50 pages per day for my level, I think so. And I like reading, so I try to read at least 5 pages every day. I don't say that reading 50 pages every day. I don't say that anyone who reads less than that is less in any way, because that's the standard that I've set up for myself, and 5 pages per day is so weak according to me. But when it comes to 5 books per day, 5 books per week, it is excellent, and I'd be so happy if I'm able to do it, because it just translates to 50 books. Sorry, 50. Sorry, I'm so bad at calculations. Okay, 60 books per year, which will be awesome. Okay, it's not a big number, but 5 books per week is a very great number, and I'm sure that it'll be a bit more exciting to do rather than just reading 5 pages per day. Question number 6. Would you rather be a professional reviewer or author? Okay, for this one, I'd prefer to be a reviewer, because at least as of now, I don't think that I have the caliber enough to put the amount of work that an author needs in order to present a story in its fullest form, in order to make people like it as well as feel it rather than just like it and adore it while reading. But I'd prefer to be a reviewer anytime in life, because as a reader, you can experience the things that the author didn't experience while reading the book, because everything is new to you. Okay, you're not going to get used to anything just while reading a book. Most of the things that we get into are things that we don't know about, and that's the thing that when it comes to reviews, and especially while reviewing certain books. Okay, if I make a decision to review a book before reading, what I do is I actually critically read the book, because that review can put an impression in a person's mind to either read that book or not read that book. I don't want good books to be not read, as well as not so good books to be read by many people and ending up in wasting their time. So I always try to be more critical when it comes to reviews, and I'd prefer to be a reviewer over a author. Question number 7. This is a longer one. Okay, would you rather only read your top 20 favorite books over and over, or always read only new books that you haven't read yet? For this one, I'd prefer to read my top 20 favorite books over and over, because I know that I'm going to love them. I'm going to adore them always while reading, and I always like reading books because it just presents us a different story rather than the story which we read for the first time, and it also helps us understand the characters, the world, everything in it in a better way. So I prefer to read my top 20 favorite books over and over again. Question number 8. Would you rather be a librarian or a bookseller? The answer for this one is that I'd rather be a bookseller than a librarian, because while you're a librarian, you need to be silent, and you need to try and make the people around you silent as well in order to maintain the reading atmosphere, which is impossible for me. You see, I cannot shut my mouth ever, especially when it comes to books. But when it comes to being a bookseller, it's just that you have to speak about books to people and make them buy it and make them read it, which I'm very much capable of doing, because I've made many of my friends, many of my relatives, my brother, everyone. I've just raved about books and made them read them. And also, I think that's a good talent in me, because I'd make a very good bookseller, because selling books is actually selling happiness, and I'd prefer to sell some happiness and make money out of it rather than just being a librarian and shutting up. So I prefer to be a bookseller. Question number 9. Would you rather read only your favorite genre or every other genre except your favorite genre? And for the answer for this one is that I'd rather read books from my favorite genre alone, which is fantasy, because I can read 5 books in a month or a week, but I'm sure that while I read 5 books, at least one of those will be a fantasy, because that's the thing which actually motivates me to read more, because I'm a person who doesn't that much like reality, and I like to escape when it comes to reading books, and I'd always prefer to read books that are more comfortable to me rather than challenging myself to read things that are not that comfortable for me. And I don't say that I'll not read books out of my comfort zone at all, but I'm saying that the amount or the ratio will be so different, because if I read like 10 books per month, I'm sure that there will be at least 2 or 3 fantasies in it, and the rather 7 to 8 will be like a mixture of all the other genres in which I read. So I'd rather read books from my favorite genre than not at all reading any book from my favorite genre. Question number 10. Would you rather read only physical books or ebooks? I'd always prefer physical books over any other format of books, because I think the physical books are the ones which actually give you the whole wholesome sensation and feeling of reading, because you can read from a tab, or you can read from a phone, you can read from your Kindle, or you can just pop in headphones and listen to your audiobook. But that complete sensation of reading while you hold a physical book in your hands and read it, especially when it's a floppy paperback, there's no other better feeling in the world than that when it comes to me as a reader, because physical books are the best. If I'm a person who prefers ebooks or digital books over physical books, I'll not be buying all these. I'll just pop up covers here and talk, because I know that people are here in order to listen about books, not just to see them. But I think that having a shelf full of physical books makes me bright and happy every day. It puts up a smile in my face and some sort of lightness into my heart, which motivates me to work hard in order to buy more books and read more books and talk with you people a lot more about books. So I'd always prefer physical books over any other format. Okay, those were all my answers, and don't forget to leave your answers in the comments. I'll be very happy to read them, and I'll also reply to all of the comments if you answer the questions, because I'd like to know my viewers. And also, if you did enjoy watching this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also share it to your friends. If you want to get more content from me, do subscribe to the channel, because I make new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.